You know those days when everything seems to go wrong. You wake up tired, your heart heavy, your head full of unanswered questions. Plans don't go as expected, people you trusted disappoint you, and even what once made sense now feels empty. We've all been there, teens, young adults, men and women. Moments when life seems to stop, time slows down, and we feel like giving up on everything. But sometimes, what seems like the end is just the silence of God preparing a new beginning. We live in a fast-paced world, where everyone seems strong, happy, and full of achievements. But behind the many smiles, there is fatigue, fear, and loneliness. And that's okay. Because being human is exactly that: falling, getting lost, and then starting over. Maybe you're facing something you haven't told anyone about: a problem at home, an internal struggle, a loss, or simply that feeling of emptiness that arrives without warning. But let me remind you, you are not alone. Pain is not a punishment. Sometimes, it's an invitation to look within, breathe, and let God work in areas we've tried to control alone. The Bible says in Romans 8:28, we know that all things work together for good for those who love God. This means that even what seems like a mess today can make sense tomorrow. Every tear, every weight, every silence, everything has a purpose. God doesn't waste pain. He transforms. Sometimes, He teaches us patience. Other times, He teaches us to let go of what no longer serves us. And, most of the time, He just wants us to trust, even without understanding. Life isn't a straight line. It has curves, pauses, detours, and unexpected paths. And all of this is part of the journey. You don't need to have all the answers right now. You don't have to feign strength all the time. God understands your silences, your tears, and even those moments when you can no longer pray properly. He knows you completely, and yet, He loves you completely. So, if today you feel like you can't handle it all alone anymore, let go, breathe, and say softly, God, I don't know what to do, but I trust that you know. This simple surrender changes everything. Because when you stop struggling alone, God begins to act today. I want you to remember one thing: you are stronger than you imagine, and you are not alone on this journey. There is a time to cry and a time to smile, a time to lose and a time to start over. And even if the present seems dark, the light always shines again. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not in the way you expect, but it comes. Because God's love never fails, and hope never dies. If you're going through a difficult time, leave your name here in the comments. Also write, how can we help you? It could be a prayer, advice, a word of encouragement. Here, no one is alone. We are a community that serves with the heart, because that's what our channel name means. Hand that serve, a hand that serves, a heart that cares. May God embrace you today through these words. And may He plant peace where there is pain, where there is doubt. He brings faith, and where there is weariness, He teaches you to rest in Him. Hand that serve, bringing light, faith, and hope to your everyday life.